happiest girls on earth. I'm so happy to be filming a video today, but it's gonna look a little different than usual for a few different reasons. First of all, this video is completely me. Lauren's not in this video, unfortunately. We're still in our shelter-in-place guidelines in our state, so unfortunately I'll be doing this all by myself, but don't worry, videos together will be coming soon, hopefully, as this winds down, hopefully, and the guidelines get relaxed a little bit more. But it's also going to be a little different for us as well, because we are used to putting out so much positive content. We've gotten so much awesome feedback about how we're so positive, and we love just how peppy you guys are, and we really appreciate that. So just disclaimer, I really want to try to keep this channel positive, but I thought I would share my experience with you guys about the Shop Disney nightmare that I've had. I'm still in disbelief that it happened at all, but after this video, positivity for the rest of our videos, just because I think it's so important, especially during these uncertain times, to, you know, be positive. But today I will be sharing my experience about the nightmare of a story I had with Shop Disney, their customer service, and their website. One last disclaimer too, I just want to bring up that I am not a complainer. I am usually very patient and very understanding. I work in retail. I treat everyone how I would want to be treated, and I know how vicious people can get. And when I'm telling this story, I'm going to explain it, and I might get a little heated, but in the moment, there might be, when I was on the phone, I was frustrated and disappointed, and I might have raised my voice, but in no means do I feel like I overstepped. I thought I was very respectful and trying to get my point across, and by no means was I ever disrespectful or try to hurt anyone's feelings. Alright, so let's get into the story. My whole issue with Shop Disney is that they have a faulty website, and that their website is now completely filled with bots and basically overpowering the loyal Disney customers on Shop Disney and in the parks. So I'm going to first start by sharing my side of the story of what really happened. So this whole story is going to revolve around the Minnie Mouse main attraction collection, and they release this collection monthly, and this month was the Tiki Room, and I had planned to buy the Tiki Room ears for $35. I know in previous months there have been a lot of people that haven't been able to get the collection, and I've read tweets and Facebook posts about how it's sort of weird how all these people aren't getting any of these items. Like, it's fine if I was beat out for this one pair of ears, but to go on the website at exactly 7 a.m. our time and then there be absolutely nothing in stock right at 7 a.m. is a little suspicious. But I still tried to get the Tiki Room ears because it was something I really wanted. So I waited and waited, went on at 7 a.m., waited some more, finally get in and through by about 10 a.m. So I added it to my cart, and then the process starts picking up. I added it to my cart, then I went through to put in my credit card information and to actually place the order. And multiple times I'd hit place order, big red bar says error, call customer service, error, this item isn't available. But then I hit place order and it loads for 6 minutes, and then it just stops. It takes me out and it brings me back to the home page, and I really wasn't sure if I had gotten the item, and I didn't really know if there was a way to find out, because I went to my account and in my order history it wasn't there, and then I checked my email for a confirmation email. But I've read on Twitter and Facebook that they're having some issues where they're not getting confirmation emails, they're not getting confirmation numbers in general. And the order history thing was really suspicious to me, but then I went to my credit card app on my phone and it says I was charged for it, and only once. And so it wasn't a mistake where it was okay, well, I was charged 6 times because I had placed orders 6 times. No, that wasn't the case. Like, it didn't go through all the rest of the times, but then it had gone through, well, I thought it went through the last time, because it took me out, and even though it didn't come up with a number, like, there was no error banner or anything like that. So I go to my credit card, see that I have been charged for it, or it's under authorization pending. So I think I got it. I was so happy, and I was so happy that I finally got this really rare pair of ears, because I've seen what these ears can go for on eBay, and in the previous collections, this collection can go for triple the price. So the fact that I could get it for, I think, $46 shipped was like a real win for me, and I was so ecstatic. And I thought that I had really gotten this item. Well, since I didn't get the confirmation email, I waited the 24 hours because they said allow 24 hours to get your email. No email. Still wasn't showing up my order history, which was pretty suspicious. So the next day, which would be last Sunday, I called customer service and was on the phone for another 30 minutes just waiting. And then after 30 minutes, got a hold of someone. I said, hello, like, I am wondering if you can look up my confirmation number for me, because I had purchased these Secret Rooms ears. I was charged for it, but I know there's been an issue with confirmation numbers. She's like, yes, like, there has been an issue with confirmation emails and numbers. As for my account, says there's no order. I'm looking at your order history right now. I was like, well, there's a charge. So if I didn't get it, why is there a charge? And she just keeps trying to look up the number, trying to look up the order in general. Then says she has to talk to the authorization people in the customer service department the next day, because it was Sunday, so no one was working then. Said she'd give them our case because, like, I shouldn't have a charge if I'm not actually getting the item. She told me that I was most likely 99% sure not getting the item, which made me really frustrated and disappointed, because I had stopped trying on shopDisney because I got this charge, and it really looked like on the website that it went through. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, I don't get the item. Like, I was just so frustrated because I had spent 3 hours in the queue, finally got through, and then after like 10 minutes of clicking place order and not going through, it finally goes through, I thought, because it loads for 6 minutes and then finally like goes away, no error message. So I really thought I had the item, and she just kept saying like, we can't find any order for you. So then why was I charged? Because that's in my head what was making me think that I have the item was the charge. And she's like, this is a very tricky situation. Let me try talking to my supervisor. So she puts us on hold 3 different times because her supervisor is not answering her phone, and obviously people are working at home. So all in all, this first customer service cast member that I was speaking to, very nice, really tried, unfortunately gave us the terrible news that we do not have an order. But I was still very frustrated and disappointed and really confused as to why I had been charged for no item. And when they said there's for sure not an item, so why am I charged? That is a big red flag to me that Shop Disney's website is terrible. Like, it makes me so frustrated. Okay, so back to the story. Then finally she comes back on the line and is like, okay, I'm going to transfer you to my supervisor. Okay, and they say her name is, I don't know, let's make up a name for confidential reasons, Nancy. So she's like, I'm going to transfer you to Nancy. Okay, get transferred to Nancy. She goes, hello. I was like, hello, are you Nancy? And she goes, yeah, I guess that's my work name. Taken off guard a little bit, but let's move on. And then she goes, what can I help you with? And I'm sort of like, the previous cast member was just on the phone with you for probably 15 minutes discussing our situation. I was like, did the previous cast member tell you anything about the situation or case? And she goes, the only thing she told me was that you want a reverse credit on your credit card. And I was like, That's when I almost lost it. I was like, whoa, no, that is not why I called. That is not what happened. I'm asking for the confirmation number to my order. I did not call to get a reverse credit on my credit card because you mischarged me. Of course, if there's no product, of course I want my money back and I want it reversed, but that is not the point of the call. I called to figure out where is my confirmation order or my email or what is going on, to be honest, because I was so confused at why I was being charged for something that they said they completely don't have, but they can't tell me why my credit card was charged. And then the lady snaps and she goes, it's only an authorization pending charge. And I was like, whoa, why is that there then? Like, is there a chance I'm getting the product? And she goes, no, but we sometimes charge people, like, even if the product isn't there until it ships. So I was like, okay, is it shipping? And she goes, no. She's like, we're completely sold out. I was like, well, then why do I have an authorization pending charge? She goes, I'll just give you your money back right now. And I was like, okay, in total, I've wasted 4 hours on these pair of ears, 3 hours in the queue and trying to place my order, and now an hour on the phone, 30 minutes waiting, and now what all this frustration on the phone is with everyone involved. And I'm like, I didn't just call for a credit. I called for this one pair of ears, and no one's listening. They're all just like, it's sold out. There's no chance of you getting it. But okay, it just doesn't make sense why you would put an authorization pending charge on my credit card then. And she just says, we do that with all our orders. And that's when I was like, absolutely not. Like, no, you don't. I've ordered from you for so many years, and I've never been charged or an authorization pending charge for an item that there was a possibility of not getting, or I've always gotten my item if I was charged. I've had instances where, I ordered something, but something ended up being out of stock. Okay, that's fine, but I wasn't charged for it. And now, to this day, 2 days later, it's still on my credit card, and the authorization pending people in their department haven't fixed it at all, and I still have no product coming. So I'm gonna be transparent with you guys, but I was so frustrated, and I didn't know what to do. They obviously could hear my frustration. They gave me a $10 promotional credit, which is sort of like a gift card. They said it was a gift card, but it expires, only used online, and yeah, there's some other stipulations. So it was nice of them to give me like a $10 promotional credit. I'm gonna be transparent with you. They did try to make it up to me with the $10, but I'm still very frustrated with this whole thing for multiple reasons. First off, this whole story proves that, one, their website is completely a joke. The fact that I have to wait 3 hours, and then once it's in my cart, I hit it like 6 times before it went through, is a joke. Like, there's going to be heavy traffic, and they're trying to blame their technical difficulties on traffic, but that's not it. You've had this much traffic before, and it's just becoming more of a joke that you can't even place an order, and then when you think you place an order, you're charged for a product you won't get because it still says on the website that it's available, so they charge you for it, but in reality, there's no product to be sold. Let me take a deep breath. Second reason why I'm so mad is because Shop Disney is full of bots. Like I said in the beginning, this is a main problem for Disney that they fail to address. Whole reason why when I go on at 7 a.m. to buy my Tiki Room ears and it says that it's not available right at 7 a.m., why do you think? It's because bots are taking over Shop Disney and are getting early access links and basically hacking the system, getting early links in order to buy these items off Shop Disney. But the worst part about it is that they're not loyal Disney customers going and purchasing these memberships from these really sketchy businesses that are hacking and being bots. These are people that want to resell all of these really rare collections on eBay and price gouging for 3 and 4 times the price. It is actually ridiculous. The ears are going on eBay for about $150. I'll just place a few of those listings here to show you how crazy it really is. And that is why I'm so frustrated, is because the past 2 months, you know, if this happened a one-off time, I'd be like, okay, it's a one-off time. But I know this has been happening for multiple people. I know that a woman was charged $2,000 and didn't get any type of product. I have seen the Twitter pages, 2 accounts specifically, which we will put right here, marketing that they are bots and are hacking into Disney's basically website and getting these early access links and selling memberships to these customers in order for them to have the early access links and get the products earlier than the loyal Disney customers, so that they can resell them on eBay. That is so frustrating, being a loyal Disney customer, because you're really discouraging loyal Disney customers from shopping at Shop Disney. You're allowing these bots to come in and take the awesome Disney merch and reselling it to loyal Disney customers, because they're not going to get it otherwise, because Shop Disney is only going to release it one day only, and it's going to be at 7 a.m. So of course, if you have an early access link at 6 a.m., who's going to win? The bots or the real human being? The bots, of course. So all in all, I am really frustrated and disappointed with Shop Disney for their faulty websites and for failing to address the bot issue. It's unbelievable to me, because they know that their website cannot handle any type of traffic. And now, to add to the problem, bots are taking over, so they really can't handle any traffic, because there's no items to be sold when everyone in the high traffic comes at 7 a.m. This just proves that Shop Disney's website is a joke and needs to get their stuff together, because it is completely ridiculous that there's so many issues. I mean, you see so many tweets and Facebook posts about, I didn't get it, now it's on eBay, I was charged $300 to my credit card, didn't even get anything. I was lucky enough to not have $300 charged to my credit card, and I only had one, but I was frustrated with the one charge and not getting the products. So all in all, Shop Disney really needs to get their stuff together, because it's just ridiculous, like all that people are going through. And it's really discouraging everyone in the Disney community that wants to have these collections, because these eBay prices are too extreme. So just to be honest, like I said, they gave me a $10 credit for my really inconvenient situation and the hours I spent on their website, and then the hour I spent on the phone, $10. I'm grateful for it, but I would have rather had my tiki ears. Like, I wasn't calling for a gift card. I wasn't calling for any type of promotion. I was just calling to get the confirmation number. And I guess I'll let you guys know what happens, because right now that charge is still on my credit card, and they basically told me that if in 2 to 3 business days it doesn't go away, that I have to fight with my credit card company in order to solve this issue, which again doesn't seem right, and also why I have an issue with the customer service and sort of how it was handled. I'm grateful that they were able to listen to me during these really uncertain times and these difficult times, but I'm just really disappointed in how everything worked out, because their website used to be fine, but ever since they went completely online with no park purchases for these big collections, it's been a mess, to say the least.